Oh man, I'm so hungry. Oh, what is that? An egg? Oh no! What up guys, today we're taking a look at some of the advanced features on the S20 Ultra. So to get to your advanced features, right, you would scroll down, hit that gear looking thing, right, scroll down again, advanced features. From the top we got the side keys. Now when you first get the phone, by default Samsung has the power button on the side, right, this big black button, right, as the Bixby button. So if you pressed it down, it would open up Bixby. Now obviously the older models, they had it as the power button. So to change that, you would go to advanced settings, side key, and then so right here it says awake Bixby. You can turn it back to the original, right, power off menu. And also here you can also change the double press. So if you want to quick launch your camera with a double press, or if you want to open a calculator, and here in the settings you can choose what you want to quick launch. So maybe Gmail, maybe Netflix, maybe I don't know, whatever the hell you want really. Okay, so let's just keep it as it is. Let's do quick launch camera, go back, right? So hold down power options and double tap. You got yourself the camera. Okay, that's quite simple. Oh my god, look at all those fingerprint marks, whatever you want to call them, man. Okay, I'm back with another video with more tips and tricks. Yeah, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Okay, a very important tip, right? Emergency contact, right? So say you lose this phone, right? You're outside in a carnival, at school, you drop the phone, you don't know it's gone. You're like, oh my god, what's the phone? What the hell? What I put the phone? I just bought this bad boy. My dad's gonna kill me. One of them ones. So what you do, right? You go to settings, you go to your lock screen, and then down here where it says contact information, your name's dilly dally. Is that how you spell? I don't know. Right, dilly dally, and then you put down another number of yours, an emergency contact, maybe your brother's, mom's, dad's number, maybe your second phone or something. And then you click done, and then obviously they pick this guy picks up the phone, and then he's like, nah, who's dilly dally? And then he sees the number and then he calls you up, yeah. And then he's like, oh, he's demanding ransom for the phone, and then you're like, what? Just give me the phone, man. And then he sends you a video to that number, and then he's like, oh, and he's got his finger in his nose and he pulls it out and he's just about to scrape the phone screen, and you're like, don't do it, bro. And then he's demanding like chicken nuggets or something, and you're like, oh man, allow it. One of them ones. So yeah, so it's gonna be good to have like some emergency contact, even if your name is Dilly Dally, you know. Okay, next up is SOS alert, right? So go back to advanced features, and down here at the bottom you've got the SOS message. Now what you can do is turn it on if you want to use it, and you got to agree to the terms, right? And when you start this, when you first do it, you have to have at least one recipient. So you can add your first recipient. You can add them from your contact, or you can create a new one. So let's just, I don't know, say you got your brother, right? Brother, and his phone number is 07956 something something, save. And that's your first oh wait, did I delete it? No. Yeah, so that's your first contact, and then the way it works is it sends to the brother, right? So what you would do is you would press the key press the power key 3 times quickly, and it sends an alert to your emergency contact when you're in an emergency situation. So it could be like when you're getting robbed, when when you lock, whatever the situation may be. Maybe you're stranded somewhere and you don't know where you are, or some crap like that. And what it does is it attaches pictures, or you can choose either to add audio recording and pictures, or just either the recording. So you could be saying something, and it has to be 5 seconds long, and either take a picture of your surroundings in that predicament that you happen to be in, right? And also you can add more people: mom, dad, sister, brother, lover, whoever, right? And that's one of those things. So let's see what it says. Oh, there you go. Let me try it again. Okay, so I don't have a SIM card in this, so obviously you ain't gonna send anything to anyone, but let's try again. Yeah, so I don't have a SIM card, but if you had a SIM card on, it would have done it for you. So next up is let's go to the advanced features, and it's the video enhancer. So here, what you want to do is you want to keep it on. So when you keep it on, what it does is it enhances image quality of the videos you watch, YouTube, Netflix or something, and you get brighter and more vivid colors, like it says right here. And once you switch it on, it's for all the video based applications. So right here you can see the list: YouTube, Netflix, video player, Google Play, movies, and TV. So if you download more stuff, it will probably get added to this list, and then you're all set. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, next up in advanced features is where are we? Let me turn that off for a sec. Dual messenger. So here, if you have, let's say, 2 Facebook accounts, 2 WhatsApp accounts, you can actually have and use both of them on the phone. So I don't have a second WhatsApp account, but if you might have one for work, one for business, one for your personal thing, and you might separate them out, so not everything comes into one account. So that's what you would use this option for. You would download WhatsApp, and then here you switch it on, and then you can access your second WhatsApp account, and it won't have all those little funny things going on like you would normally have when when you're trying to log into 2 different accounts on the same device. So you'd switch that on, and here you can see it says install a second copy of your Facebook, blah blah blah. You get what I'm talking about, right? Moving on. Okay, next up is the game launcher. Now, if you're a gamer, a heavy gamer, right, so what you would do, you go to advanced features, and then you would keep that on, and once you keep that on, it will be here on your home screen somewhere, right here. And this is the gaming center, and this is where it's your control center for games, and all your games are in one convenient place where you can launch them, download them, add them, play. You can mute and all that stuff. So if you are a gamer and you want to do all that stuff, then that's what you would keep on and then use. Okay, moving on. Oh, check out these mad skills! Like, put the ball right there, yeah. Oh no! Look at these skills, man. Ronaldo out here, bro. I'm Ronaldo. Watch this here. Swear to God, fam. Watch this skill right here, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that's the goal is that painting in the wall. Watch me hit that thing, yeah. Oh, very close. Okay, next up is the one-handed mode. Right, you go to your advanced features, boom, right, one-handed mode, and this is where you can adjust the screen size, because obviously the phone is 6.9 inches, so you wanna, there are times when you can only use one hand because you're very busy, and what you can do is well, let me show you what I mean. So you turn on one-handed mode, and then from the two options. You can pick the button or the gesture. If you pick the button and you keep it like that, you tap the home button twice, and then you've got yourself like a smaller screen, so you can use your fingers to get to all corners of the phone without you using the full screen. And here you can also use this arrow and move it to the left side, right side to the left side, and then depending on what hand you're more comfortable with, whether you're ambidextrous. If you are, then it doesn't really matter now, does it? And you can adjust the size of the screen. Let me show you, like that, right? Make it tiny if you have tiny fingers, and if you have big thumbs, then you can do this hormone, right? And once you're done, you just tap on any one of the black sides areas, and then you're back to the normal screen. Moving on. No, wait, let me show you the other option. So the other option would be the gesture button. So if you would switch to the gesture button, it's like a little swipe down motion. You'd like that, right? Once again, like that. I like the double tap. It's simple, boom boom, and then it works. So yeah, it's up to you what you're more comfortable with. But yeah, moving on to the next feature. Okay, next up is the motion and gestures, right? Come down here and you've got all these options. Now first up is the lift to wake. So lift to wake is pretty simple. As you know, you do this, right? It's turned off, and then maybe you want to pick it up without turning on the screen manually, and then boom, right? Once again, down, and then boom, right? And it's real simple. Next up is double tap to wake, right? And that's really simple as well. So it's turned off, and you can boom, double tap, right? We all know the double tap. Come on, there we go. Yeah, it's real simple. Okay, next up is smart stay. Now what this does is, once you turn it on, and say you're using the phone and it's for long periods of time, maybe a minute or two, you got your face glued to the screen, right? So what happens is the front camera senses your eyes, and it detects that you're looking at the screen when it's turned on. And as long as the camera can detect your eyes looking at the screen, it won't turn off. Normally when this ain't on, it's like 30 seconds, and then the phone usually just turns off itself. The phone doesn't turn off, as in the screen goes black, goes into the lock mode or whatever, So that's something that can come in handy, when you're busy and stuff. You don't need like these little things, that annoying little things. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Okay, next up is, right, you go back to motions and gestures and smart alert. So if you turn that on, right, what happens is your phone, if it was face down like this, right, and say you got a bunch of messages from your mates, friend, or whoever, right, and once you pick it up, it would vibrate. So the instant you pick it up, it would vibrate, and then it will alert you mechanically, or with motion or whatever, or vibration, letting you know that you missed a call or received a message and whatnot. And it's another handy thing to have on the phone, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's very simple. Face down, pick up, and it vibrates. What's next? Easy mute. Easy mute is it's real simple. So if you turn it on, and what happens is, say you got if you have a call coming, you can easily mute the phone. All you have to do is put your palm over the screen like that, or even if it's an alarm. So let me demonstrate that with an alarm, because I don't have a SIM in this phone, so I can't do it. Okay, I've set the alarm from a minute from now. As you can see, 1:46. 1:45. Let's wait for it. Come on, hurry up. How many seconds are there? There we go. It's all right. It's doing all that. It's going buzzing and just right. That's it. Is that how it works? Yeah, I guess that's just how it works. Okay, next up is the palm swipe to capture, and this is real simple. You can use your palm to take a screenshot of the phone. Okay, so you want to take a screenshot of this home page that you have. Oh, come on. I'm having real trouble here trying to get my hands around the camera stand, but boom, like that, right? So you just run your palm has to be touching the screen. So hold down and swipe across, boom, like that. I wonder if it works this way. No, don't work that way. What about from the left side? Yeah, so both sides works. Okay, moving on. Oh yeah, one more thing. You can't use that palm swipe thing if the keyboard is showing on the screen. So let's say, for instance, you is on YouTube looking at some other thing, right? And you wanna look up my channel, right? And you're like, oh, I found it. And you're like, boom, it don't work. It won't. But if I go take it down, right? If I take it down and then I swipe, there we go. It still works. So yeah, bear that in mind. Moving on. Okay, next up is the swipe to call or send messages. Now, when you switch this on, you go to say your contacts on your phone app. Now you swipe to call, or you can swipe to message call or message. We've had this feature on other older models and the S10, so it's nothing new, but it's just, convenience that we're all looking for anyway. But yeah, that's another advanced feature. Moving on to the next one. Okay, next up is reduce animation. Now what this is basically, right, is go ahead and you switch that on, and if you read it right, it says when you turn this on, it reduces the animation and like the motion effects that you see on the screen when you close an app or open an app. So for instance, let's turn it off and then take a look at how things function, right? You've got this app, you've got all this stuff going on, right? So let's see what changes. Reduce animation. Now if I press the home button, you see it just kind of, so this is still normal, but when you click another app, it just kind of just appears. Whereas when you had the animation, right, when you had the animation and you left an app, see how it kind of like that, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So I mean, I don't know I'm not sure if it saves battery or if it's just for your eyes, some kind of like, what do they call it? Oh, I forgot the word, but aesthetically pleasing, maybe, I don't know. Okay, next up is the screenshot modes. Alright, so advanced features, right? And you go right now, screenshot and screen recorder. Right now, you've got your screenshot toolbar, which you would want to keep on, right? So you get this little toolbar that comes up. So let me just show you how that works. So as I showed you before, there's two ways you can take a screenshot, but you have to turn them on though. So one is the palm, and the other one is the power button and the volume down button. You press them together, right? So what the toolbar is just a little toolbar down here. So what you can do is, say you take a screenshot, right? And this pops up, you can, edit it. If you're looking at a website, you can take out the chunk of, a paragraph that you were more interested in or whatever, maybe a picture that you wanted to crop out, right? You can do all sorts, rubbing out, whatnot. What else can you do? You can hashtag it, so you can find it on your device by using the hashtag, right? What else? Let me see. Right, and what's the last option? And also you can send it to whoever you want to send it to. And let's just see the other options that they give you. So you can also delete the shared screenshot. So once you send it to someone, the phone will delete it. And that's for you. I mean, that sounds like it's going to be annoying. So you can turn that off. You can choose the format that you want, the format of the screenshot. So JPEG or PNG, most likely go for JPEG. It's a good format to have. And then the screen recording. And now when it comes to screen recording, you can either choose to have the screen recording with no sound, media sound, so that's just the media, so the sound coming from the video or whatever. And then you've also got media sounds and mic, so that means the sound that's coming from the video as well as your own voice or whatever's in the background around the mic. And then you can choose the quality of the video that you want to film. You can choose 1080p, 720 or 480. Most likely you're going to go for 1080p. And selfie video size, I don't know what that means. Anyway, so to use screen recorder, what you would do is you scroll down to your toggles, and down here somewhere, if you go to the second page, you've got screen recorder right here. Push that on and you get to choose again right here. So probably just go for media sounds, start recording, gives you a little countdown, and then off you go with the recording. Let's see if there's a timer here somewhere. No, there's no timer, but it tells you at the top there's a little thing telling you that it's recording, and this is where you can stop recording. So if you press, yeah, you can do that, or let's see what the other options are. So you can do something with color. Oh right, you can do all this stuff while you're filming the screen. You can, oh, that's what they meant, the screen recorder size. So you can adjust this little circle, and once you're done, press square. And once you've done the screen recording, it goes to your gallery. So right here, press play, and then you can play with it, whatever you're doing, really. That's a good feature to have. Moving on to the next. Okay, next up is smart pop-up view. So you go to your advanced features, and then right here where it says smart pop-up view, right, go there, and then here you switch on whichever app that you want to have the preview for. So I've turned on Gmail, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna demonstrate, and YouTube is also on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna demonstrate what happens when you get a message. Right, so give me a sec. Okay, so now I'm gonna send an email to this phone. All right, here we go. Now what happens is, should be going off any second now. Come on, do it. Well, let's see what happened. Alright, so let's log in. And should have received an email. Okay, so what happens is you get this little thing, little notification pop up that you got an email. Right? So what you can do is you can tap it, and it opens up a little square, and you can expand it or minimize it. You can change the transparency, and you can move it around. You can adjust the size. You can minimize it, and it goes back to the little logo, and you can maximize it. Hey guy. Yeah, so let's move on. Okay, next up is the Bixby Routine. So you go to your advanced features, and right here it's already turned on. So the way it works is it's kind of like programming. If you guys ever coded or whatever language, Python or Java, then you know about if, else, or elif. Or so it's like if you meet a certain condition, do this. If it don't, then do that. But so the way it works is, so in the morning, good morning. So if the time is set to, let's just say, I don't know, 8 o'clock, then do this, this, and this. So, and then you can change it. So you can edit it. You can add more stuff. You can take things away. Maybe you want to, turn your Wi-Fi off before you go to sleep, so you can get, you don't get all those messages. So say if it, say, let's go back. Right. Okay. So let's say if it's 11 p.m. right, and then you want the phone to go on mute, mute, silent, and also turn off your Wi-Fi, so you can sleep, get your 6 hours in, and then that's what that would do. So once it hits 11 p.m., then the phone would automatically do that. So it just does it. We don't have to do anything on your own. So that's something you can do. You can also set. What you can do is also you can set things for like work, home, before bed. Maybe you want to work on saving your battery power, so you can have, like, the phone's the brightness slider come down to like 30% or 40%, and then put it on power mode or something like that. So it already has all this presets, right? So you just set the time, and then it'll do it on its own, or you can add your own stuff. It's up to you. You can add maybe Wi-Fi on and off, NFC on and off, location, turn it on and off. Maybe you want to, you don't want your people tracking you. Put it down to whatever settings you want, maybe all the way down, maybe all the way up, depending on what time of the day it is and what you're about to do. Maybe change the font size or whatever, it comes in very handy. I mean, your imagination is only gonna, that's the only thing. Your creativity is the only thing that's gonna hold you behind, but that's another thing. Moving on. Okay, next up is the edge panel, right? So the edge panel, what you do is you go to display, all the way down to edge screen, and the first thing you can do is you can turn on the edge lighting, not lightning, right? Turn that on, and then you have these options, right? So what happens is you have your basic option, and you have all these wave, bubble, multicolor, fireworks, and all that stuff. And it's just different effects of what happens when you get a message, because the S20 Ultra, it doesn't have LED lights. So these are the ways, right, that the phone signifies or signals to you that you've received a message, right? So if you go for, you've got all these options. You've got multicolor, glow, and you can see on the edge it's all glowing. So what you can do is, with each of these options, they have different settings. So I'm just going to show you the one with the basic option. So with the basic option, what happens is you get this little border going around the phone, kind of like a snake, right? And then what you can do with this, you can change the color. You can turn it to red, and you can also pick your own color within the spectrum, right? So now it's green. And also there's an advanced option where you can increase the transparency of the glow, and also you can increase the width, so you can see that the width gets thicker, or you can trim it down to being very thin. And also the duration, so if it's on short, it will probably be like 5 seconds. Here probably like 15-30 seconds tops. I don't know, I'm just guessing. That's how it is. Once you're done, you'd set that, and then you're ready to go. And also you can choose the apps that you want it to do this for. So it could be Chrome, camera, calculator. It could be your messaging apps. So Snapchat, WhatsApp, telegraph. Is it? What's that one? Tele something. I forgot the name. Or it could be Gmail. Or it could be Netflix, updating you on the next TV show you have to binge watch, whatever. Okay. After that, you also got You also have what's called not an advanced feature, sorry. It's in the display. Go to your edge screen, and then you've also got the edge panel. So what you would do, you turn it on, and this is only if you like the edge panel and you know what it is, right? Edge panel, you turn it on, and then you go here, handle settings, and here you can change the edge options, right? So you can have it on the right, like it's right here, you can see it, right? Or you can have it on the left, right here. You can change the color of it, green, pick from the spectrum. You're done. You can increase the transparency, make it blend in with the screen, with the rest of the screen, or you can keep it very low, with low transparency, and make it very obvious. And you can also increase the size, so you can see the bar increasing in length, decreasing in length, increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing, increasing, decrease. And then also you've got the vibration option. So what that does is once you drag it out the edge, it would vibrate. If you don't like the vibration, just keep it off. I'm okay with both. I'm good. So right here. So yeah, so that's how it works. Just bring it out. Sometimes it's hard to bring it out, but it's very easy. Also, what you can do with this, right? Let me show you. Edge screen. You can then go in to the edge panel, and you can order the things that it shows you, right? So you can have it show you the apps, the weather, and tools, and maybe not Samsung, but let's say people and tasks, and then turn everything else off. Reminders, clipboard, right? So once that's done, you can also go to edit down here, right? Well, not here, sorry. Hold down, and then you can change the order in which it shows you. So you can have the apps being shown first, or the weather first, depending on your preference, and tools, and then people, or whatever order you want it, right? Once you're done, you set it, and it's ready. So you drag out, and then first off you have your people option, and then you just swipe on the screen, then you have the tools, and then the weather, and then you can just change the order of how you want it. You can have it remember, you can have it on this side, or the left side, or the right side. Totally up to you. You can go to the settings again, go back, edge panels, go to the settings right here, handle settings, switch it to the right, change the color to gray, whatever. No, make sure if you don't like the vibration, bang, go back, you're all set, pull it out, swipe. Oh, it's and the weather, and whatever the hell you want to do with it. If you don't like it, turn it off. It's up to you. Okay, moving on. Okay, think of 5 apps, right, that you always use. You always need to have in the background, or launch quickly, right? So So what you can do with Samsung is, because it has such a huge amount of memory, right? What you can do is you can open up your top 5, and you only allowed to use 5 apps, right? Top 5 apps. And what you would do is you'd go to your top 5 apps, open them up, and then on the top you see that logo, hold down, and you can keep in total 5 apps for quick launching. So, and it shows that lock symbol, which means that it locks these apps, your top 5 apps, in the memory for quick launching. So YouTube, quick launching for apps, 3 more apps. So let's just do 4, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So that's locked to the memory. Oh, you can't do it on Netflix. Okay, so let's just do it with these 3. Okay, so Chrome, YouTube, and Facebook. So, and you can see that all 3 have that lock symbol. What that means is that they quick launch. So other apps you can open up, phone or whatever, and then you can, you can get rid of them. These ones, they come back. To explain it to you visually, right? Because these will always quick launch, and it uses up, because obviously my one has 12 GB RAM, and it's a lot of memory that's not really being used. So you can use the RAM to lock those apps to the memory, so they quick launch, and they're always available. You don't have to start them over, which is handy, more than handy, to be honest with you. I mean, it's very useful, because some apps you just need them to be loaded all the time. So yeah, that's another thing you can do with the phone, which is very cool. Okay, and also when the apps that you have pinned in memory, right, for quick launching, to take them off, you just hold down the padlock. Hold down the padlock. Wait, how does it work? Yeah, you just hold it down for a few seconds, and you just let go, and then you should be able to get rid of it. And then you can change the app. So if you wanted to keep Facebook, you keep Facebook. If you want to take it away, you hold down, and then you just let go, and then you can close it now and take it out of the memory, and then you can have another set of 5 different apps. It's up to you what you want to do, really. Okay, next up is the turning on the super fast charging, right? So what you do is you go to your settings, you go down to device care, and where it says battery, you click battery, and then where it says charging, and you gotta make sure that these things are on. So if they're not on, then you can't really use or get that super fast charging. So Samsung has a 45 watts charger, which you can purchase separately, and when you have that, you can switch that, or I mean, keep it off for now, but once you get it, you can switch it on, and you can use that. And I heard that you can get 100% charges in under 59 minutes, which is pretty cool, pretty fast. And then you've got wireless charging. You keep it off if you're not using it, keep it on if you're going to use it. And then you've got the fast charging, which comes in handy when you want to you want to juice this thing up, like you know what I'm talking about. Okay, next up is the RAM. You want to make sure that the RAM's always clean and clear. So what you do is you hold down on the home screen, and you go down to widgets, and then somewhere here you would find something called device care. Where you at? Yeah, here we go, device care. And now you have two options here. You can either have it look like that, or have it look like this. This one is the one I prefer to have. Right, so hold down, and you can pin it to your home screen, and what that does is have a black background or a white background. White is pretty good, and you can increase the transparency, or you can decrease the transparency depending on how much you don't like the way it looks. And once it's done, go back, and then in your home screen, well, you know what, let me increase the transparency. Oh, I got it up here twice. Okay, right. Just to show you what this does, right? So you've got it here, and then this button right here, the optimize button. Once you optimize it, it clears the RAM, and then it opens up like your phone's memory, so it can do things that that it's supposed to be doing, instead of having applications that you opened up an hour ago or something that you ain't even using anymore. And it also shows you how much free space storage you have left. And obviously, so 12 GB RAM, and I only have 6.8 GB free memory. So you press that and it starts to go up, and eventually it levels out, because a lot of the stuff in the background, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the background that needs the memory, so that's why it's not at full capacity, which is obvious. So yeah, that's how it is on computers, laptops. There's stuff going on in the background, files, functions, and all these background processes going on. So yeah, so that's something that you can use. Okay.